Welcome to 100 Yards Football this morning. It's our NFL Draft Prospect Special. Today we're going to highlight Kaiir, excuse me, I hope I don't butcher his name. Kaiir Elam, cornerback out of the University of Florida. I want to apologize to the Gator Nation. No disrespect out there. So if you like the video today, please come in and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards Football. I'm Mr. Football, Vincent Turner, and joining me over the last 3 weeks talking about all these great players at the cornerback position is my man, 12-year veteran with the Atlanta Falcons. First round draft pick in the 1981 draft that me and him go head up against every other week because he's saying it's the best draft of all time. And he's the gentleman that changed the culture, the winning at Florida State University and started that great tradition under Bobby Bowden. My man, hometown, Delray Beach, Florida. I kind of understand why he got Mr. Elam on today. I had to do my research. Mr. Elam is from that area. Okay. My man, Mr. Bobby Butler. How you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing great, Vincent. How you doing today, man?
All right, let's break it down. Your man out of your area.
Well, listen, Kaiir Elam. Man, listen, there's a lot of boxes to check with this young man, right? First of all, let's start here because this is the NFL stuff, and this is what they do. When he walk in the room and they call his name, and everybody in the country know he's a corner. He's 6'2", he's 196 pounds. So he passed an eye test with flying colors. This young man have long arms. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I see his size and when I see the length of his arms, ladies and gentlemen, I think of the great one, my little big brother. We know him as Prime Time. Deion Sanders came in the league. He was 6'2". He was 195 pounds. Deion was the biggest corner I've ever seen in my day. All right? A lot of people don't know that, right? He's a big guy and also the fastest guy. But Mr. Elam has got that same size. He got those long arms. And when you watch this man play bump and run, you know God has blessed him with them long arms. And he can do it and do it well, Vincent. He get up close and personal with every receiver in the SEC. Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Georgia. He getting it all on face. And this guy, first of all, did I mention that he's from the 561? Did I say that? Or did you say that? Somebody said. Anyway, he's from the 561.
No, I said he was
from my area.
I see why you were so excited about him. Then I put the correlation together, and he's from your area.
He's from my area, Riviera Beach. Played high school football at the Benjamin School in North Palm Beach. From the same area of a guy named Anthony Carter. From the same area of a guy named Bootsy Coleman. Same area, right? From a guy that shook up the world. You know, we knew Billy White Shoes. I played with Billy White Shoes, greatest punt returner of all time. And then all of a sudden, Deion Sanders came and said, wait a minute. I don't know if Billy's the best punt returner of all time. And then that young man from the U, his last name is Hester. They all came from the same city, the 561. And so he's got that kind of skill. But here's the other thing about this young man. Not only does he have community pedigree, he's got blood pedigree.
Yep.
His dad is Abram Elam, all right, who played in the NFL. His uncle is Matt Elam, who played in the NFL and the CFL. So listen, man, this young man, when I see him play, I see all of that, right? All right, he can play bump and run. He's got the proper size. He's got long arms. Hey, listen, I haven't seen anybody defend the deep ball like him, up close and personal. You know, he played wide receiver in high school. He's got great ball skills. He got great ball skills. You throw that ball up, he gonna go get it now. I'm telling you right now. He's so good, even with his size, Vincent. Not only is he a great outside corner, he can play the slot with his size, right? I mean, I love this guy. And here's what I love more about than anything. When I watch his skill level, I watch him backpedal. I watch him play zone. He plays zone with his eyes. You got to play zone with your eyes and also recognize patterns. When you look at the quarterback, he got all that skill. I see him close the gaps when he's out in space and zone. I see him close the gaps. That means he knows what he's doing. He ain't just drifting out there in space, y'all. Vincent, did I say he's from the 561?
Yes, sir.
All right. So anyway, this guy's a monster in the room.
Okay, BB.
Here's the thing.
We know y'all got the greatest corners out there, out of your area.
We got some dogs. So here's the thing. Just like prime time, I want y'all to hear what I'm about to say. Deion Sanders is absolutely the best athlete I ever played with in my whole life. I played football for 24 years. Deion Sanders is that guy. But you know the thing that separated Deion from the rest of the great athletes? Vincent, here it is. He was very coachable. He had leadership qualities. He was a student of the game. You know, when Deion was a rookie, we would get in the room. Everybody would go home after practice. Now, we've been there from 7:30 to 5 o'clock. And, you know, I'm an old veteran. So I go and I watch film after practice. Next thing you know, that little rookie was joining me in that room. When everybody else was going downtown to a place called MC, I ain't going to call the name out. He was coming in the room with me on his own time, watching film. See, that's what Deion Sanders don't get credit for. See, that's why he's a great coach today, because he loved the film room. He loved studying the game. This young man, he's the same way. His coaches said he's very coachable. He's got leadership. He always leads in the room. And this is what they say about him, Vincent. He works hard. Bruh, when you got talent, when you playing like he's playing, matter of fact, he's ranked the second best corner in the country coming out. He's that high, right? And so, but when you got this extra stuff and they say he practiced well, can't nothing but good things happen, Vincent. I love this young man.
Well, to be honest, I didn't realize he was 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, he looks good on the field, man, in coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And I like his eye discipline and the ball skills. Like you said, when the ball is thrown up in there deep, he's got the eyes.
You got the eyes.
But I look at all the other corners that are that size that take me back in time, like a Jerry Holmes.
Yes.
Like a Mike Haynes, Arizona State, Oakland Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Like my homeboy out of Orange Mound, the 901 who got a Super Bowl ring that played opposite of Darryl Green. Barry Wilburn was a 6'3" guy.
That's right. That's right.
Bobby Taylor that played with the Eagles out of Notre Dame by way of the state of Texas.
That's right.
Then, of course, my homeboy out of the city of Compton, Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman. That's right.
I'm gonna say this, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Watching that young man on film, we have talked about all these great corners so far. Mr. Gardner over there at Cincinnati, Mr. Stingley at LSU,
right. Mm-hmm.
Mr. McDuffie at the University of Washington.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised he'd be the best out of this class.
Oh, no doubt. He could be. That's right. That's right.
Like you said, I like everything about the young man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a guy, he could come in and make your defense a game changer at the next level.
Yes, sir.
Final words about your man from down there on the coast, not far from the 305, Mr. Elam.
Did I say from the 561?
Yes, sir.
All right. I just want to make sure I get that clear to all y'all.
I got that down 3 times today.
You're doing the show. Hey, listen, man. The sky's the limit for him. The sky is open for this guy. Not only did you experience his play on the field in the SEC against the best of the best. You know, you don't play against better receivers than that. And, you know, he's up close and personal doing his thing, you know. And so I love him. He comes from the right pedigree. I know his dad and uncle, they're in his ear. You know, when you listen to him interview, he says all the right thing. He checks all the boxes. He's the kind of guy that every coach wants on his team. Because you don't have to worry about a guy like this, right? You don't have to worry about him getting in trouble. You know, he's about business. He went by his college career business-like. And now that he's in the business of making real money, you know, he's going to be about his business. Hey, man, the only negative I got about Kaiir Elam is that he went to Florida. But I got to love him because, you know, he's a true corner. I call him the best cover corner in this draft, who would also tackle. I like him. I like this. He'll go, Vincent. You know, at the worst, he's a top 15 pick in the first round.
The production's about Mr. Elam, 30 career games, 5 interceptions, but this what sticks out with me, family, is the 20 pass defense.
Yes, sir.
So since you talked about his work ethic, and I've seen and read about his work ethic, what more could I say with my final words with him? It was a young man out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, that had a song that came out. His first song, I Want to Be Your Lover. But he had a song said, Let's Work.
That's right.
His name was Rogers Nelson, but he went by Prince.
Rogers Nelson.
Let's work.
Let's work.
I have my eyes on you ever since I walk in the room. This young man, eyes gonna be on him the next level when he step into the National Football League. Y'all be blessed. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. It's always an honor and it's a pleasure. Lord have mercy. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing to talk about these great players that's going into the 2022 NFL draft. But there's a caveat with that. If you would have told me, and I'm gonna say this every time, so I don't want nobody to get in their feelings, but I'm feeling proud today that I'll be doing with a guy that played in the National Football League, that played at the highest level at Florida State. Man, I would have looked at you crazy 20 years ago. Thank you, Mr. Bobby Butler from 100 Yards of Football. It's always royalty to have an NFL player that had played the game. See, this is not barbershop. This is not no NFL scout that haven't played. This ain't no GM with analytics. I got the man that played at a high level, Bobby Butler. So if y'all like the video today, please come and share. We'll surely appreciate here on 100 Yards Football. And my last word, thank you to our producer, Mr. Logan Landers. Thank y'all.